The Sri Lankan government has faced violent and massive backlash from the public. You can see that on your screens. The Lankan economic crisis spiraled out of control as angry citizens set Prime Minister's private residence on fire. Prime Minister has told the party leaders that he's ready to resign and make way for an all-party government to take over. Wickremesinghe has released an audio in Sinhalese language where he's urged a separate government should be formed immediately after the resignation of this particular government. Wickremesinghe had summoned an emergency party leaders meeting to discuss the situation and come to a swift resolution. Party leaders asked both President and Prime Minister to resign, suggesting for the Speaker to serve as the acting President.
On 9th of July, Sri Lanka saw a major civil protest, and many are still calling it as a revolution. For them, it is definitely a revolution, and we are currently in a particular location where thousands and thousands of people gathered and they stormed into various government buildings. In fact, this is a location called as Golf Face, and on the opposite side there are beautiful beaches, and still there are tents where students have come together, Sri Lankans have come together, and they are protesting against their president, claiming go home Gota. And as a culmination of their protest for nearly 3 months, what they did yesterday was storming government buildings, and this is what they did. This is the president's office, and here you could see it's completely filled with people, especially young Sri Lankans who are protesting, demanding. But on the other side, there is also an unfortunate scene where military is on standby to make sure that there is no untoward incident. And in fact, as this is a very important government building, this building still has all the red carpets and all such measures that were placed for President Gotabaya at one point. But currently, these are the Sri Lankan students and youths who are standing at this point, who are inside the building demanding that the president should resign. In fact, Gotabaya yesterday announced that he's going to resign on 13th. Still, they are not happy because they claim that he should resign immediately. And why is he taking such a long time? Like we said, this is the president's office, a magnanimous building, and here it is covered by students and various youths from Sri Lanka who are standing here, who are staying here, eating and sleeping at this spot, protesting against their government, demanding that the president must resign because of the severe economic crisis Sri Lankans have been facing for more than 3 months, where the inflation has gone so high. And as we speak over here, they're also gathering once again, and they're like getting ready for various protests. This is the president's office, and this is the present situation. And here, once again, the students and Sri Lankans are protesting, and they claim that only if Gotabaya resigns, they believe that Sri Lanka will get a solution to this economic crisis. Are they right is something that we have to wait and watch. From Colombo, Pramod Madhav, Sri Lanka has woken up to difficult times, and that's what you can see evidently over here, as so many youths have gathered outside a government building, and they have been over here for a very long time. In fact, they have also gathered food at this location, and they claim that this is one of the official residence of President Gotabaya, and they have come over here demanding justice, and he should leave this place. This is a place which you could see, and many of these furnitures here have been vandalized, but the students here, they have been gathered for a very long time, and they claim that even though the president has said that he will leave his position on 13th, they still want him to leave, and the only chant they are stating is that go home Gota, Gota, go home. This is the only kind of chant that you could hear across Sri Lanka. This is from Colombo, one of the government residence, one of the government buildings at the spot, and so many students have gathered over here whole night with food and everything arranged, and to make sure that they are a part of whatever revolution that is happening in Sri Lanka. Pramod from Colombo, Point District.